You're joking, aren't you? It's the Teesside Chef. Got a real serious one just for grown-ups here. If you're serious about flavour and your health, of course. 3-ingredient, refined sugar-free chocolate ice cream. And first off, we want 300 grams of dried dates. And mine don't come vacuum packed, so I've rinsed them there to be extra specially responsible and adult here. And I like to serve this at serious dinner parties and power lunches. So I want to make doubly sure there are no seeds left in these dried dates, so I'm chopping them quickly to ensure that none of my yuppie friends will choke on a stray seed, and this bit's obviously dead important. Next, I'm adding 25 grams of unsweetened cocoa powder to the chopped dates, but if you want a more sophisticated dark chocolate flavour, you can double that amount, and I sometimes do this for my more cosmopolitan dinner guests, especially if we're discussing oil futures and commodity price trends, you know. And once I've shaken that well, I need to add a litre of milk to that, and all types of milk work for this. I'm using a popular brand of oat milk here, and if you do use oat milk, make sure you use a barista version of said oat milk. And I use oat milk because my good friend Quentin says it's more environmentally friendly, and he must be right because he used to own a Filofax. And I helped my machine by chopping the dates, but we still need to be careful when blending at first because this process can be tough on your machine. But eventually we can blend at a higher speed to get this mixture fully homogenised, and that's a really posh word that I like to use in esoteric conversations with my high-powered serious friends. And of course I'm sieving this mix now to make sure it's silky smooth because the people I'm serving this for have very discerned tastes, so it has to be just right. And you might need help getting your mix through this fine sieve, so I'm using my pastry scraper to help me, but you can use a spoon or a copy of the Financial Times if you haven't got a pastry scraper. And once our mix is as slick as a Wall Street rent-seeking waste of oxygen, we can pour it into our ice cream machine. And if you don't have an ice cream machine, and let's be honest, most people don't, you can just pour this mix into an airtight container and whack it in the freezer. But do go in and stir it every now and again to help prevent crystallization while it's freezing. And the stirring process is really important to maintain the ice creamy texture. But I do have an ice cream machine because I have all the latest gadgets, and I have to say I'm happy with how that's coming along at this stage. And I'm going to be a little bit greedy here and I'm going to go in and have a taste. But a man with a pinstripe suit and braces told me once that greed is good, so I'm probably okay to do this. And that looks ready to me now, a good solid texture, and it's trying to climb out of the bowl. So I think it's time to get it out now. And you definitely don't want to do this when there are any kids around, because it's as if they can smell the sweet, chocolatey lusciousness of this ice cream as soon as it's exposed to air, and they'll be running in going, "Can I have a taste? Can I have some? Can I suck up all your attention forever and ever until the end of time?" But we know that this is just for all of us refined, mature people, so they can cry all they like, and I'll give them something to cry about if they carry on, so help me God. Can be quite tricky to get this ice cream out here, but I'm not doing too bad a job, I don't think. And something is compelling me to be all tidy right now, so I'm going to just clean the edges of the box there. And you definitely want to cover the top of your ice cream with some cling film to avoid it icing up on top when it's in the freezer. And this will take a few hours at least to firm up properly, so if you're throwing an exclusive soiree, make sure you prepare this well in advance. 3-ingredient refined sugar-free chocolate ice cream for civilized adults. Definitely not for kids, it's too good for kids. Thanks for watching, Sophisticats. Ta-ra.